This is an emergency go kit for a bug out bag. They call it an earthquake kit. Got this off of Amazon. Emergency survival kit for first aid kit, 238 pieces. Professional survival gear tool with tactical MOLLE pouch and emergency tent for earthquake outdoor adventure, camping, hiking, and hunting. This is a made for you bug out bag that is a first aid kit amongst other things. It's got 238 pieces in it, and today we're gonna walk through it right now. Now, I highly suggest you build your own kit, because these built for you kits are great. There's nothing wrong with these. And this one right here is only about $35, $36. You can get some on Amazon that are upwards of $200 to $300. They include a lot more stuff, and they're in a larger pack, of course. But you know yourself and you know your family better than Amazon does. This is a kind of a generic kit. So if you want to start here and add to this kit, that'd be advisable. You could start there and see what they have and go through the 238 pieces, figure out what you would and would not use, toss the stuff that you're not going to use, and then add your own items to it. So that's what I would suggest. Really like the fact that it has these patches on the front of it. That's just, it's not going to help you in a bug out situation, but I think they're cool. So there you go. All right, so we're going to go through this right here. Supposedly there's a foldable shovel in this thing. You could attach this to a MOLLE system, either on a backpack or on a seat back organizer in the back of your vehicle if you wanted to do that. That might be where this one goes, actually. We'll see what happens with that. All right, so let's open this up. Adult poncho, good there. Some, oh, those are some not nitrile gloves, but those are some like surgical gloves, just gloves. Some gloves are better than no gloves. Oh, it says right there on the front, doesn't it? I'm reading it from the back. Disposable gloves, okay, fine. Emergency shelter, a little bivvy there or something like that. Okay, first aid kit. And we've got Q-tips, gauze, what is that? Oh, safety pins right there. Some Band-Aids in there. A couple of different sizes of Band-Aids. Looks like a pair of plastic tweezers. Okay. So, little good first aid kit. Again, this is a good first aid kit if you don't have anything else. So, there you go. This right here. Oh, this has got to be the emergency shovel here. This is kind of neat. Look how small this is. This is the package it comes in. Almost like an e-tool. That folds out, this folds out, and this handle screws in there. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, that is almost like, that is an e-tool is what that is. It's not really sharp on one side. It's got teeth on this side for a little bit of sawing. It's got a bottle opener right there. Use it as a shovel. You can use it as a spade or some sort of like dig a hole for a tent stake or something and the ground is hard. You can use that to get like a more of a round hole rather than a big scoop out of the ground. So a couple different things there. That's neat. Probably not the greatest quality in the world, but you know, in a pinch, it is better than nothing. So we're gonna put that back away. Also in this side of the pocket here is, whatever this is. Oh, it's a flashlight. Okay. Nice flashlight here. I think I own this flashlight. Doesn't seem to have a battery in it. Flashlight with a belt loop or a belt strap on it right there. Of course, you would probably replace that with a better flashlight. That's what I would do. This is not bad in a pinch. You want to make sure that you keep extra batteries. I don't think they have any extra batteries in here, but in any of these go packs, go kits, in any of these emergency bug out bags, you're always going to want to have a spare set of batteries. And you're going to want to check those regularly, maybe once every 3 to 6 months, something like that. Check your batteries, check your inventory, check the expiration date, get a new pack of AA batteries, get stuff that runs on AA batteries, I suggest, because you never know when the emergency happens. You need your stuff to be charged up. You don't need to be sitting around thinking, okay, well, I've got all this stuff here, but all my batteries are dead because I haven't looked at this pack in like 2 years. So you want to be careful of that. I highly suggest stuff that's USB-C rechargeable. Most of the packs that I carry these days have headlamps or flashlights or some other sort of, or even like a battery charging bank, and everything's USB-C rechargeable. And I keep that charging bank topped off so that I can top off I keep everything topped off really. But if I use like a two-way radio or a flashlight or something else, the USB-C rechargeable, even my phone right here, even my phone, this is a Z Fold phone. Even my phone is USB-C rechargeable. I can charge all that from a power bank. So I like to keep a power bank in my bug out bag. In fact, I've got multiple power banks in multiple bags, but that's where I am on that. All right, so on the other side, this side of the pack right here, we've got Okay, glow sticks. That's good. That is, okay, that's like a tactical pen. It's like a Kubotan built into a writing pen. I've got a couple of these. It's got a Kubotan end on this end, and it's a writing pen. Those are cool for maybe self-defense, maybe glass breaking, something like that, if you need to do something like that. This is, I'm not sure what that is. That's like a strap for a compass, maybe. I'm not sure what that end is for, but this is a strap over here on that end, okay. This right here is a ferrite rod that you can make sparks from and start a fire with. That's kind of good. You always have a ferrite rod. That's something else. Besides batteries, I would suggest always having at least 2, maybe 3 sources of fire. Keep some matches, keep a USB-C or a USB rechargeable arc torch, and keep a ferrite rod right here so you could have multiple ways of making fire, because you are going to want that. Let's see, and this one right here, this is a multi-tool. Okay, cool. Probably not as good as like an actual Leatherman multi-tool, but, so that's a multi-tool right there. You can have different tools inside of that. Again, probably not as good as a Leatherman multi-tool, but it's better than nothing. So there you go right there. That's good. Compass, that might fit into the end of this. So that's cool. Okay, compass. Compass is a good thing to have as well. If you get lost in the woods, especially if you're bugging out somewhere that's not your home, somewhere that maybe not as you're not as familiar with the terrain or with the area, it's always good to have a compass. 550 paracord. I've got a ton of this stuff. We use the heck out of paracord in ham radio. We use it to tie down antennas. We use it to tie down tents, stakes, bivvies, just every kind of thing. We use it for more for tying up antennas in state parks or in the field, a portable radio. We use it for that more than anything, but I have got a ton of this stuff in various colors. This one's army green, and I guess that's okay, but I like the stuff. I've got some that's like a bright orange, so you're not gonna leave it there. You're gonna tie it up, use it, and when you're tearing down, you're gonna see, oh, that bright orange cord is mine. This stuff might get lost in the woods, but it's still good to have. There's more in that back pocket there. Okay, this is another, oh, okay, this is a fork and knife set. This is good. This is a good thing to have right here. So fork, spoon, little knife with a bottle opener there. That's that one. That's all. Okay, that's just a separator in there. So eating utensils, always good to have that. This, I find that carrying something like this is much better than carrying like plastic throwaway ware. I mean, you don't want to leave plasticware, used plasticware in the field somewhere. You want to pack in, pack out everything. You always want to clean up after yourself. Sometimes you have a campfire. At my hunting lease, we use plastic utensils, plastic paper plates and plastic utensils a lot of times, and we just burn them in the campfire. So they don't even go into the trash. They don't go into the landfill. They just get burned in the campfire. But that right there is a great thing if you're camping in the woods and moving on the next day and you don't want to clean up a bunch of stuff. Just keep that. Of course, clean that after each use too, but always good to have one of those. There's a paracord wrist strap. These things are cool because you can wear them around your wrist. You can unravel this cord that they're made from and use it for paracord, use it for fishing, multiple things. It's got a small compass in the front of it here. This little piece on the end here is a whistle, emergency whistle. You can have that if you want it. And then it has a flint striker on this side over here. So I've got multiple ones of these at home and in several different packs. So familiar with those, but that's cool that it comes with an extra one. All right, so that was everything in the top of the pack, but there's a pocket in the back here. I'm gonna get the pocket out. Triangular bandage, that's good. Emergency survival kit, okay, that's, looks like, there's probably a knife down in there. This is rescue blanket, space blanket, folded up into a small pack like that. Always a good idea to have something like that. Okay, and there's this knife. Okay, this knife is gonna be, again, this is probably a cheapy version of a knife. I would suggest a Benchmade or maybe a Spyderco or a K-Bar, something like that. But more than anything, this is just better than nothing. This is something good to keep in your pack. I always have a daily knife on me anyway. I always have a pocket knife on me everywhere I go. When I travel places on an airplane and can't carry a knife, I get to where I'm going and I'm like, man, I can't stand it because my knife is not in my pocket. It really bothers me. But it's always a good idea to have an extra knife. I would probably upgrade this. It's got a glass breaker right there on the end. It's got like a paper cutter, or this is be a great cutting tool for paracord rope or something like that. You can cut all kinds of stuff with that, and then it's got this on the end right there, and it is a little bit spring-loaded. So probably not. It's not very sharp right now. So you probably would want to replace that eventually, but it's good to have that as a backup. I think that'd be a really good backup. So we're going to put that back in there, and then I think that's just about everything. Yep, so that's everything in there. Inside of several of these tools are multi-tool, like the multi-tool we had probably counts as like 10 or 12 different tools in and of itself. This probably counts as 3 or 4 tools because it has a whistle, a compass, a ferrite striker, that kind of thing. So 238 tools, 238 pieces inside of this pack. Again, I think these are a great starting point. They can give you some ideas for stuff you might not have thought of. They can give you some ideas for stuff that you're like, hey, that's cool, like this, but I'm gonna upgrade that. I'm gonna put a better knife in here. I'm gonna put a better compass in here. I'm gonna put some actual nitrile gloves in here instead of these cheapy disposable gloves. So you can upgrade stuff like that, put some extra batteries in there, that kind of thing. Tell me what you think might be, we just went through everything that was in this bag. I'll share a link to this in the description below. This is an Amazon affiliate link, so I appreciate you guys using the link because it does help to support this channel and my other channels too. As a special shout out to all the people who use my Amazon links. I really appreciate that because they do help the channel. But tell me what type of bug out, what would you have added to this pack? What do you think it's missing? Because this is a small pack. This is a very small, this is a very starter pack, like I said. It's only about 35 bucks on Amazon. It's a great place to start, but you can definitely add to it over time, maybe even get a bigger bag for it over time, and as you expand your bug out bag and your pack and see what goes where. If you want to see some really cool videos, check out the channel called Marine X. He's got a lot of really great videos about bug out bags and blackout bags and emergency packs and that kind of thing. And I'm kind of getting some of these ideas from him, although this one came from my Amazon store. So once again, use the link. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.